Want to build a PC streaming setup without losing your sanity? Today, I'm walking you through the entire thing. The hardware, the wiring, the OBS setup, the audio routing, everything. So by the end of this video, your stream is gonna look clean, smooth, and way more professional. I'm TechSelect, welcome everybody, and let's jump straight in. Alright, a super quick rundown of what I'm using. And I promise I'm not gonna list 40 items like those painful setup videos. The first thing you need is of course a gaming PC, the one doing all the heavy lifting. The second thing you need is a streaming PC, the one that's gonna handle OBS and all your overlays. In my case, it's a gaming laptop. The next thing you need is a good quality microphone. I'm using a Blue Yeti. As far as hardware goes, that's basically everything you need. No overcomplicating. Although there's one more thing you really need. A really good network connection, as we'll be using NDI to stream video and audio from the gaming PC to the streaming PC. So the main thing you need to do if you're following this guide is to connect your main gaming PC with an Ethernet cable to your network. In my case, I'm using a switch. And the next thing you need to do is to connect your microphone. In my case, it's a USB microphone, the Blue Yeti, and you connect it to one of the USB ports on your streaming PC. Also, the streaming PC needs to be hardwired to your network as well. So both my PCs go into a network switch, and they're both connected to the same network. Now let's jump to the gaming PC and install NDI there first. So, this is my gaming PC. First, you open up a browser of your choice, you go to Google and search for NDI. Usually it's the first thing it shows, so you click on NDI. Here you go to Tools, and you hover over the Download NDI Tools for Windows. You save the installer, the Downloads folder, and you let it download. Once it's done downloading, you simply open up the download folder and you run the installer. In the meantime, you can close your browser. If there's any pop-up, just say yes. And here you select I accept, click next, you confirm that you read the agreement, the privacy policy, you agree, click next. Leave the default folder, click next. If you have any previous version of the software installed, it's gonna uninstall it first and then install it as a fresh, clean install. Once it's done installing, it's gonna automatically open the NDI Tools launcher. From here, the only thing you need to do is click on Screen Capture. Once you do that, you can close this main window and you're gonna see that there is a small icon in the system tray of your Windows OS. Next, you right click on this icon, select your frame rate. The capture setting, you can toggle the mouse pointer so it shows, and the audio source you select System Audio. And that's it for the NDI part on the gaming PC. Now let's jump into the streaming PC setup. We did the exact same thing we did on the gaming PC where we installed the NDI tools and this window popped up. Now we're gonna select Studio Monitor. This is gonna open up a new window where we can select any NDI streams present on the network. To test if the NDI protocol works correctly, we right click anywhere, we select the correct PC and select the GPU it's outputting. Now if I move my mouse on the gaming PC, everything should be fine. So we're getting video and audio over the network with the power of NDI. Now we're gonna install OBS on the streaming PC. We open Google and we search for OBS. We click on the OBS webpage and we select the Windows version. It's going to start downloading the installer of OBS. Once the installer is done downloading, we can open and run the setup.
On the installation wizard, we click on Next, Next again, we leave the defaults and click Install. Now that it's done installing, we can launch OBS Studio. Once OBS opens up, ignore the auto configuration wizard at the beginning, we can cancel it and we can close it for now. Now would be a good time to also install the NDI plugin for OBS. For this, we go to Google again and we search for distro AV OBS. Scroll down a little bit. There's going to be a GitHub page with the distro AV installer. Here you see the releases. You click on the distro AV, scroll down a little bit and select the correct version of the installer. We are using Windows, so we're gonna select distro AV 6.1.1 Windows x64 installer exe. We click it and it's gonna download. Once it's done downloading, you open it up and we install the NDI plugin. Here you select Next, Next and click Install. And finish. You can close your browser and open up OBS Studio again. Now to test if the plugin installed correctly, we can go to Tools and select Distro AV NDI Settings. Seems to be working. Now let's test it by adding it as a source. We right click in Sources, Add Sources, NDI Source. We can call it Gaming PC Capture and click OK. In the drop-down of the source name, we select the correct PC. In this case, it's gonna be this one. And it's already detecting it. We can just select OK. We shrink it down to the correct size of the viewport. And that's it. If I move my mouse on the gaming PC, it's gonna reflect in OBS. And if I play anything, audio should also come in.
So this would be it now for how to get the gaming PC over to the streaming PC using just the network and no capture cards or anything complicated like that. But there's one thing missing. How can we get the microphone from the streaming PC so we can also use it on the gaming PC? Let me show you now.
Okay, for this last part, we're gonna open up Google again and we search for audio relay. We click on the first hit, and once you're on their website, we click on download. We select the correct version. For us, it's Windows. Click on download. And once it's done downloading, we simply run the installer. Here you select OK, leave the defaults, click on Next, leave everything as default and click on Next and install. Once it's done installing, we launch it by clicking Finish. Here we are presented with the audio relay window. This is going to be the server side, so on the streaming PC. We select which audio device we want to broadcast over the network, this microphone, and that's basically it. Now we need to jump on the gaming PC. Here on the gaming PC, we do exactly the same thing. We run the same installer and we are presented with this audio relay window. On the gaming PC, we now need to select the player option. And here it should show a list of the servers available. We scroll down a little bit, we find the server that it's broadcasting the microphone, which would be our streaming PC. Over on the streaming PC, it connects, and that's it. You have now your microphone on the streaming PC and on your gaming PC with 0 to no latency.
that would be it now for the whole dual PC streaming setup for now. The end goal should be something like this, where you have OBS opened up and you can switch between scenes and stuff. But there's a lot of guides out there and this video is already getting long, so if you want me to do an in-depth tutorial on how I set up my OBS, let me know. There's already a lot of OBS tutorials out there, but you never know, mine might be the easiest one to follow out there. So if you want it, let me know down in the comments, and for everything else, please like and share and subscribe. That's my first video, so hopefully to many more. Take care until the next one. Bye.